How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail Monday once again. Thanks for joining me. I open up envelopes that I have sent out to retired or current ball players, baseball players, asking for their autographs. I've got 5 returns for you today. Let's see who we've got back in the mail. And our first one's from Miami, Florida. We have Juan Marshall. Juan Marshall. This is from the vault. I got this sometime last year, I do believe. From the vault means basically a box of returns. I grab 1 or 2 a week and I just open them up. I do update the information if the addresses have changed. And this actually has changed a bit. Juan hasn't had a successful return since about December. So it's been about 5 or 6 months since we've got a successful return from him. He does have a signing coming up in July. So maybe he's just holding off until after the signing. I'm not sure how that works. $49 through the signing. $10 a card. I sent him $40. He sent me these 4 cards signed. And yes, I got to get Bartolo and Mad Max and the other cards. Hopefully I'm going to get those 2 completed. That'd be pretty sweet. But for $10 a pop, I still, if I come across usually 4 cards, I'll send him $40. I think it's a great value for a great player. 243 wins, 142 losses, career 2.89 ERA. That is why he is in the Hall. That is a great first return. Now on to a return number 2 from San Bernardino, California. And our second return is going to be Tom Hall. Tom Hall. So we got one guy that is in the Hall, and we've got one guy that is named Hall. Not Tom T. Hall, the country western singer. This is going to be Tom without a T. Hall. In case there's any confusion out there. Signed very nicely there. That's 74 tops for my autographed 74 top set. Very good. Another one down there. Nice little SSPC card there. We got 1975 on the back of that. Tom Hall was a lefty reliever, mostly a reliever. He did start a few games. 10 years in bigs with the Twins, Reds, Royals, and the Mets. In 1981, he started his career as a mail carrier for the USPS, so he is one of our favorite people, those that deliver the envelopes to us and from us. So he retired after 20 years as a mail carrier. Awesome little return from Mr. Hall. Let's move on now to return number 3. All right, gang, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Let's see who we have for our third return of the day. 2 more after this. Index card. And we got Chad Curtis. Don't cancel me. Chad Curtis as a Yankee on a Fleer card, as a Ranger on a Topps Chrome card, and as a regular old Topps card there, also as a Ranger. That is it, guys. Chad Curtis. There you have it. All right, folks, let's get back on track here. Our 4th return from North Texas, with Dallas throwing her name in the hat as well on this stamp from the post office. We have an index card that's hiding Billy Brewer. Billy Brewer on a Top Stadium Club card and a score card. Billy Brewer, 7 years sporadically in the bigs as a lefty reliever, mostly. 3 with the Royals, 3 with the Phils, as well as a year with Oakland and a year with the Yankees. And unfortunately, no, he did not play for the Brewers. Billy Brewer, great Brewer name, not to be confused with Bernie Brewer, the Brewers mascot that slides down the slide there when a home run is hit. And of course, not to be confused with the old football coach, Billy Brewer, whose actual first name wasn't Billy. Billy Brewer's first name actually is Bill, so that's pretty sweet. Or maybe it's William, who knows. Does any other nickname in American names have more possible variations than William? I don't think so. Let's move on now to our final return of the day. All right, boys and girls, our last return of the day from Orlando, Florida. Let's end this on a high note. Let's get someone incredible in here. Juan Marshall. We started off so hot, and we had a few, a few mediocre players returns. But you know what? They were a lot better at baseball than I ever was. I'll tell you what. Let's see who we got in here. We got like an envelope of some sort or a letter. We'll check that out here in a second. Let's find out who we got first. We got Bob Stinson. Bob Stinson, look how short my letter request is. You know why? Because Bob Stinson's $10 a card. So for a backup catcher that hit .250 with 33 career home runs in 12 seasons, I keep it short and sweet, basically. It's basically it's a financial transaction. I save my wrist a little bit of work by not writing so much. Villager, Joe Bosky. writes a book about retirement opportunities. Looks like he's trying to sell me some gold or some maybe a Ponzi scheme of some sort. I'm not sure what that is. I can check that out here later when I'm not filming this for you guys. So you get an interesting return for $10. I'm not saying that's a lot of money for a backup catcher that played 12 years in the bigs, but it's a bit of money. So I just got the card I needed to sign for the 74 set. First round draft pick, though, in 1966 of the Dodgers, 15th pick overall. He was actually an original member of the inaugural Seattle Mariners in 1977 after being selected from the Royals in the expansion draft. And that's it for Bob Stinson. Lady Lake, Florida. Very feminine sounding city to live in. Literally lady in the name. Can't get any more feminine than that. There we guys go. Look at that haul for this week's Through the Mail Monday. Thanks a lot for joining me. We got Billy Brewer. We got Juan Marshall. I'm not sure how I'm going to get Max Scherzer, but Bartolo Colon does signings occasionally, 1 or 2 times a year. Mr. Tom Hall. He Who Shall Not Be Named, and of course the finale with Mr. Stinson there. So there you guys have it. Bob Stinson, not the Bob Stinson from The Replacements, but the baseball player Bob Stinson, in case anyone was confused about that as well. That's it, gang. Thanks for watching. I do this every single Monday, so hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon so you are notified when my video goes live, which is usually around 10 a.m. Pacific time on a Monday morning. And I got usually a few videos throughout the week if I've got the time and the energy and the motivation to do so. I throw up some other videos. I love making videos, love putting them out online for y'all to watch and comment on, or not watch or not comment on, and just sit there in sort of Z space and just sort of take up and just get dusty and withered with old age and neglect. But I still like it because I'll watch it every now and then, and maybe my ancestors will stumble upon my videos hundreds of years from now and be like, wow, that was great uncle or grandfather Chris. Since I have no kids, I'm banking on uncle first, although I must be no, I can't be that interesting unless they're doing one of those family trees and they kind of stumble upon me. Imagine doing family trees like 300 years from now. That'd be pretty easy, wouldn't it? I mean, everyone's got Instagram, Facebook. I'm assuming all these servers stay online and none of this information gets lost or zapped, which is unlikely. I mean, something's going to happen eventually where all this stuff like gets lost somehow. So, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I do have all my YouTube videos saved and backed up on several different devices, drives, as well as Dropbox. So, just in case anything ever happened to my poor videos, I could upload them in probably with what? I don't know, a few hundred videos now. Probably take a while, but I could do it in a fairly quick amount of time, I do believe. And that's it, guys. That's all the wisdom I have for today. I hope everyone has a great week. Let's go Mets. They're doing great. Well, it's Sunday what I'm doing is they're beating the Marlins like 1-0 or something. So it's still early in that game, but hopefully they won today. The Braves, you Brave fans out there, are probably stoked about the way you guys have been playing. And you're up against the juggernaut Cubs all of a sudden. You can't win. So see what happens there. And the Phillies are the Phillies, and they will find a way to shoot themselves in the foot, much like the Mets do every year. But I feel like this year is the Mets year. I'm very excited about the season so far. I can't wait to get Mad Max back, as well as Mr. DeGrom. How are your teams doing out there? I'm not sure you're following. National League West is very exciting right now. American League East, very, very boring, which is exciting for a Met fan who is hoping for maybe some trade deadline deals to maybe get better pitching. As far as that's concerned, I think you can't have too much pitching, and some of those East teams might just be sellers. They're being lost so bad, and the Yankees aren't going to get any help. Not that they need any help, but they're not going to get any help from the East. I would assume not. Maybe they do. Yankees always seem to somehow make a deal that just is nonsensical. Like the Miami Marlins will help out the Braves and Phillies, but they'll never get in a trade situation with the Mets for whatever reason. So maybe the Yankees will get someone from the East, but I doubt it. Most of those guys don't like to trade within a division and make their other competitors stronger. But hopefully they'll trade to the National League East, maybe with the Mets, and get some pieces there that are languishing there in the American League East. At least 10 games back now. So that's it, gang. I'm gonna say goodbye for the third or fourth time. Thanks for watching. See ya.